Hi YouTubers. I just got to talk to you about some connections that I've just made. First of all, I was watching one of Four Eyes to See's channel, and she recently made a movie, and she was talking about an old movie called the Andromeda Strain. And she was making reference to the connections between, or similarities between that and morgellons. And so I thought, I'm just going to type that into a Google search and see what I come up with. So I typed in the Andromeda Strain, and I typed in eats radiation, because in the movie they talk about this Andromeda strain having been created to actually eat radiation. So therefore, if there was a nuclear explosion or war, this Andromeda strain would multiply like crazy, because that would be basically its fuel or its food. So then I come across this article, and I'll post the link to it. It's on a website called News and Science, and the article is dated May 23rd of 2007. And here we have it, folks. Fungus eats radiation for breakfast. A type of fungus can devour radiation and convert it to fuel. And when I put the MMS2 with water around my face, I could smell gasoline, a gasoline smell. I'll continue reading. Researchers say in a study that may offer applications from more efficient solar cells to feeding astronauts in space. Dark-colored fungi use the same compound as people do. Melanin. There's that melanin again. The pigment that makes both skin and truffles dark. Just as the pigment chlorophyll converts sunlight into chemical energy that allows green plants to live and grow, our research suggests that melanin can use a different portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, ionizing radiation, says Dr. Ekaterina Dadachova of the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York. And then it goes on here. It's pure speculation, but not outside the realm of possibility, that melanin could be providing energy to skin cells. Their experiment was fairly simple. Carsa DeVal was reading about fungi found growing in and around the reactor at Chernobyl, closed and heavily contaminated by an accident in 1986. It gave us the idea that maybe fungi use melanin to harness radiation. So they grew some fungi, some types with melanin and others without, and zapped them with gamma radiation. And there's that gamma rays again. I've seen a lot about that. Among the fungi they tested were Cryptococcus neoformans, which was induced to make melanin, and wangiella dermatitidis, which naturally contains it. The dark fungi grew better when radiated. The research also tested the fungi's ability to capture radiation by looking at its electron structure. It raises the possibility that there are pigments out there that allow us to capture a lot of energy. Casadevil says, life without sunlight. Scientists have discovered life in recent years that does not rely on the sun. Sulfur-eating bacteria and extremophils that live deep beneath the sea or under Antarctic ice. Perhaps fungi can live in seemingly inhospitable places as well, said Casadevil, so long as there is some radiation. It shows you how nature is resilient and resourceful. Nature can use an energy source wherever it can find it. Food for astronauts. Perhaps radiation-loving fungi could serve as a source of food for astronauts living in space for long periods, the researchers speculate. Fungi do very well in dark, damp places, and you could imagine that space is totally radioactive, Casadevil says. Casadevil says scientists should be able to adapt such pigments for various uses. His lab will test fungi against a range of electromagnetic radiation from ultraviolet light to visible light. They will also test species of edible fungi, including mushrooms. Well, this is just amazing. This could be totally related to morgellons. And remember that Skizit Gesture has made movies that somebody submitted samples that had NASA's signature right on the fibers. We also know that aerosol is one of the methods that the government uses to spray its toxins on unsuspecting citizens who are being used as experimental subjects. Also remember that in some of the information that is out there with regards to some of the alien species, they do not require food. And so again, this article ties in with morgellons and with NASA. I'm going to post a link to the article below. If you like my videos, please subscribe and send me a friend request. This is M from Canada 1, and traitors beware. Thanks for watching.